Communications in Gaza are down tonight due to a lack of fuel, according to Palestinian telecom companies, leaving people without mobile phone or internet services again. The blackout comes as hundreds of Israeli troops continue their search at the Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City, looking for proof of a Hamas command center it says operates underneath. Near the hospital, Israeli troops say they have discovered the body of one of the hostages abducted by Hamas during the October 7th attack. All this as the humanitarian situation in Gaza gets even worse.
We found a vehicle filled with ammunition, RPGs, AK-47s. We see handcuffs.
The Israel Defense Forces releasing more video today. They say show the weapons and military equipment it's uncovering during its search of the Al-Shifa Hospital complex.
And this is where they choose to hide everything because they know the IDF won't attack. The Air Force won't attack here.
The military saying this video shows the entrance to a Hamas tunnel on hospital grounds, a hospital where hundreds of patients are still on site amid the Israeli raid. Israel says Hamas has a large command center underground, something the U.S. says is supported by intelligence. But so far, no evidence of a vast command center has been released. Hamas denies it has a tunnel system under the hospital. Israel says a search of a building near Al-Shifa uncovered the body of Yehudit Weiss, one of the 240 hostages taken by Hamas during the October 7th attack. The military did not say how or when she had been killed, just that Hamas had killed her. A top Israeli general says troops are close to destroying Hamas's military system in North Gaza, as there are signs Israel's military operations in Gaza may soon expand. Residents say these leaflets instructing people to evacuate 4 towns within the southern Gazan city of Khan Yunis were dropped by Israeli forces overnight.
وين نروح؟ إحنا بدنا نفهم إحنا وين رايحين بالضبط.
He says Israel asked us, the citizens of Gaza, to go to the south. We went to the south. Now they are asking us to leave. Where do we go? The 4 towns are home to 100,000 people in peacetime, but tens of thousands displaced people told to evacuate North Gaza are also living here now. The humanitarian situation in the south is critical, with people living in crowded shelters and dealing with shortages of fuel, electricity, food, and water.
UNRWA is now running out of fuel.
The head of the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA, says without fuel they can't get aid to the people that need it, saying he believes there's a deliberate effort to stop their humanitarian work without pointing the finger at who he thinks is behind it.
I do believe there is a deliberate attempt to strangle our operation and paralyze the UNRWA operation.
UNRWA has pleaded for weeks for more fuel. Yesterday, Israel allowed 24,000 liters in, with the restriction it could only be used for aid distribution trucks.
A ceasefire now is urgently needed if we want to save whatever is left of our humanity. In fact, it is long overdue.
The UN High Commissioner of Human Rights says no fuel means the complete collapse of water, sewage, and healthcare systems, and the end of humanitarian assistance.
Massive outbreaks of infectious disease and hunger seem inevitable.
Meantime, another Gazan hospital has gone out of service. Not far from Al-Shifa, the Indonesian hospital in the north shut down today, with 45 patients who urgently need surgery unable to get treatment. The situation in Gaza leading to more protests around the world, including the shutdown of the Jacques Cartier Bridge in Montreal by protesters this morning, as well as the blockade of Boston University Bridge by a Jewish organization calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, and the San Francisco Bay Bridge shut down by anti-Israel protesters.